Alrighty, folks, we're gonna get started because we got a lot on our agenda tonight. First thing we have tonight is a public hearing. We have a public hearing for resolution number 2023-05. Mr. Stoltz.
Thanks, Mayor. Resolution 2023-05, Mayor and Council for the City of Fort Oglethorpe, excise tax on rooms, lodging, and accommodations. A resolution of the Mayor and Council for the City of Fort Oglethorpe to request a local act of the General Assembly of the State of Georgia that increases the municipal excise tax on rooms, lodging, and accommodations from 6% to 8% as authorized by OCGA Section 481351B2. To identify tourism production development projects and to specify the allocations of proceeds. Is there anyone here that would like to speak either in favor of or opposition to this resolution? Mayor, it doesn't appear anyone's present.
Thank you, Mr. Stoltz. That does conclude our public hearing for tonight. At this time, we will call our regularly scheduled council meeting to order. Mr. Stoltz, if you would please call the roll.
Mayor Earl Gray.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Derek Rogers.
Here.
Councilman Jim Childs.
Here.
Council Lady Rhonda James.
Here.
Councilman Craig Crawford.
Here.
Council Lady Paula Stinnett.
Here.
Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Stoltz. Let the record show we do have a quorum for tonight's meeting. This time we do our invocation and our pledge. Mr. Childs, if you would please do the invocation. Ms. Stinnett, lead us in the pledge, please.
Yes, sir.
Let us pray. Your Heavenly Father, thank you so much for the gifts that we have and the life that you've given us. We have a good city, and it's because of you we have good citizens. So be with us. Help us to conduct this meeting the way that we should for the better of the citizens. And I also want to pray for the families during the tornadoes this weekend. Be with them and heal them and just soothe their pain. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This time we'll set the agenda for tonight's meeting. Ms. Hughes, do you have any additions or deletions?
No, Mr. Mayor, I do not.
Thank you, Ms. Hughes. I'll entertain a motion to set the agenda.
Motion.
Second?
Second.
Motion by Mr. Childs, second by Mr. Crawford. All in favor
No,
say aye.
Mr. James.
You gotta speak up, Ms. James.
That's okay.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Agenda is set. Next item on the agenda is the minutes from two of our previous meetings. We will take a vote to approve both. One of them is from our regular meeting, which was held on November the 27th. The other one is for a special call meeting that was held on December the 5th. If members of council have had an opportunity to review them, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Make a motion. Second.
Motion by Mr. Crawford, second by Mr. Rogers. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimous. Next item on the agenda is resolutions. First item is resolution number 2023-04. Ms. Stoltz.
Resolution 2023-04, resolution and agreement for expenditures of municipal excise tax proceeds. It is hereby declared to be the purpose and intent of this resolution the City of Fort Oglethorpe municipal excise tax proceeds derived from the hotel and motel tax be made available for the purposes of promoting, attracting, stimulating, and developing tourism and conventions in the City of Fort Oglethorpe. Whereas the governing authority of the City of Fort Oglethorpe has adopted an ordinance for the collection of hotel-motel tax on the hotels and motels within the corporate city limits pursuant to OCGA 483050 et seq., also known as hotel-motel tax, and whereas the resolution and intergovernmental agreement provide for the lawful means of distribution of said hotel-motel tax, and whereas the City of Fort Oglethorpe and the City and Fort Oglethorpe Regional Tourism DMO Incorporated have entered into or will enter into an agreement with respect to the distribution of said funds, said agreement being attached as an exhibit incorporated herein by reference, be it now therefore Resolved as follows. The city designates the Fort Oglethorpe Regional Tourism DMO Incorporated as the designated marketing organization for the city of Fort Oglethorpe to receive eligible hotel motel tax, excise tax revenue for tourism, conventions, and trade shows. Furthermore, the city shall distribute on an as needed basis, upon mutual agreement of the parties, all restricted hotel motel revenue received in fiscal year 2022 and fiscal year 2023 that it holds in its reserve, as well as restricted hotel motel excise tax revenue for TCT received in any subsequent year during the term of this agreement to the Fort Oglethorpe Regional Tourism DMO Incorporated for the purpose of promoting, attracting, stimulating, developing tourism and conventions in the city. The parties pledge to utilize the funds received hereunder for only the purposes enumerated in this agreement and authorized by OCGA 481350 et sec, or for such other purposes as may be lawfully or implied therefrom. The agreement shall remain in effect in accordance with the intergovernmental agreement, but shall be terminable no later than 50 years from the date of execution or upon 60 days' notice from either party. Passed, adopted, signed, approved, effective this 11th day of December 2023. Mayor?
Thank you, Mr. Stoltz. I have a motion to vote on resolution number 2023-04.
So moved, sir.
Second.
Motion by Ms. Stinnett, second by Mr. Crawford. Is there any discussion? Mr. Childs?
Yes.
Mr. Crawford?
Yes.
Mr. Rogers?
Yes.
Ms. James?
Yes.
Ms. Stinnett?
Yes.
Motion carries unanimous. Item number 2 under resolution is for resolution number 2023-05. Mr. Stoltz.
Thank you, Mayor. Mayor and Council for the City of Fort Oglethorpe, excise tax on rooms, lodging, and accommodations. A resolution of the Mayor and Council for the City of Fort Oglethorpe to request a local act of the General Assembly of the State of Georgia that increases the municipal excise tax on rooms, lodging, and accommodations from 6% to 8% as authorized by OCGA Section 481351B2 to identify tourism production development projects and to specify the allocations of proceeds. Whereas the governing authority of the City of Fort Oglethorpe is authorized to levy an excess tax of not more than 8% on any room, lodging, or accommodation furnished by any person or legal entity licensed by or required to pay business or occupational tax to the municipality for operating a hotel, motel, inn, lodge, tourist cabin, campground, or other place in which rooms, lodging, or accommodations are regularly or periodically furnished for value. And whereas pursuant to OCGA Section 481351B, the city is desirous of increasing the identified tax from 6% to 8%, and whereas upon adoption of this resolution, the city is desirous of requesting authorization of a local act to the General Assembly of the State of Georgia, which authorizes the City of Fort Oglethorpe to enact this excise tax in a way and manner proposed. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Mayor and Council for the City of Fort Oglethorpe that the General Assembly of the State of Georgia, by and through this resolution, is requested to enact legislation that A, authorizes the City of Fort Oglethorpe pursuant to paragraph 2 of subsection B of Code Section 481351 of OCGA to levy an excess tax at a rate not to exceed 8% on any room, lodging, or accommodation furnished by any person or legal entity licensed by or required to pay a business or occupational tax to the municipality for the operating of a hotel, motel, inn, lodge, tourist campground, or other place in which rooms, lodging, or accommodations are regularly or periodically furnished for value. Authorize the City of Fort Oglethorpe in each fiscal year in which tax is collected pursuant to paragraph 2 of subsection B of Code Section 481351 of OCGA to expend an amount equal to not less than 50% of the total taxes collected that exceed the amount of taxes that would be collected at the rate of 5% from promoting tourism, conventions, and trade shows by the destination marketing organization designated by the City of Fort Oglethorpe or by such other entity already authorized to administer tourism funds pursuant to an existing contract as specified in paragraph 2 of subsection E of Code Section 481351 of OCGA, and authorizes the remaining amount of taxes collected that exceed the amount of taxes that would be collected at the rate of 5%, which is not otherwise expendable under paragraph A of this section, for the creation and expansion of physical attractions which are available and open to the public and which improve the destination appeal to visitors, support visitors' experience, and are used by visitors pursuant to paragraph 6 of subsection 2 of Code Section 481350 of OCGA. Passed, signed, adopted, and approved, effective this 11th day of December 2023.
Thank you, Ms. Stoltz. You need a little oxygen?
I get me some
Little water? I have a motion to vote on resolution number 2023-05.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Ms. James, a second by Mr. Childs. Any discussion? Ms. Stinnett?
Yes.
Ms. James?
Yes.
Mr. Rogers?
Yes.
Mr. Crawford?
Yes.
Mr. Childs?
Yes.
Motion carries unanimous. Next item on the agenda is ordinances. This will be the third and final reading for ordinance number 2023-32. If you have your breath back, Mr.
Yes, sir, I do. This is an ordinance, so it's not as long. Ordinance number 2023-32, be it ordained by the mayor and council for the city of Fort Oglethorpe for the annexation of tax parcel number 0210091-113 Gate Street, Fort Oglethorpe, Georgia, requested by the owner, GRK Investments, LLC, so as to annex said property into the corporate limits of the city of Fort Oglethorpe, to change the corporate limits of the city of Fort Oglethorpe, to amend the official zoning map for the city of Fort Oglethorpe, to repeal conflicting ordinances and other related purposes. Mayor?
Thank you, Mr. Stoltz. Have a motion to vote on ordinance number 2023-32.
Make a motion. Second.
Motion by Mr. Childs and second by Mr. Rogers. Any discussion? Ms. James?
Yes.
Mr. Rogers?
Yes.
Ms. Stinnett?
Yes.
Mr. Childs?
Yes.
Mr. Crawford?
Yes.
Motion carries unanimous. Next item on the agenda is new business. Item number 1 under new business, recommendation to procure 35 Beretta 8300 Ultima Patrol LE shotguns for the police department. Ms. Hughes.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The police department is requesting to procure 35 Beretta A300 Ultima Patrol LE shotguns in the amount of $15,210. Since 2020, the police department has been using Kel-Tec shotguns, but those have not proven effective in the field. Therefore, those have been removed from service, and the police department has tested and evaluated numerous models and found this particular model to be the most reliable. They solicited quotes from 3 vendors, and GT Distributors submitted the lowest responsible quote in the amount of $26,250. However, the trade-in value of the shotguns that we currently have that are removed from service is $11,040. So for a total purchase price of $15,210, and if approved, coming out of the SPLOST fund.
Thank you, Ms. Hughes. I have a motion to approve.
So moved, sir.
Second.
Motion by Ms. Stinnett, second by Mr. Childs. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimous. Item number 2, recommendation to approve an intergovernmental agreement between the City of Fort Oglethorpe and the Preservation of Stores and Times Incorporated Board. Ms. Hughes.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Back in September, the city opened a welcome center with the intention of housing the former 6th Cavalry's museum collection at that space, and then building on that collection in the future. To accomplish that, a 501c3, a nonprofit board, was created, and the city council recommended to be on its board 5 members. That board has now been functioning for a couple of months. And this is simply that agreement between us and them to sort of guide our responsibilities and duties for each entity. There is no dollar amount associated with it, although from time to time they will receive some unrestricted hotel motel tax funding if you all approve. The post board will oversee the exhibits and assets held by the former 6th Cavalry and will continue to foster and grow that collection over time. The city will maintain the Welcome Center and oversee all the staff in it. The post board, as I said, from time to time may receive some unrestricted hotel motel tax in order to broaden and maintain and administer the collection. And the post board members will be unpaid volunteers who serve 2-year terms for a maximum of 3 consecutive terms, and they are recommended by the city council.
Thank you, Ms. Hugh. I have a motion to approve.
Make a motion. Second.
Motion by Mr. Crawford, second by Mr. Rogers. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimous. Next item on the agenda, city manager's report. Ms. Hugh.
We got a lot to talk about tonight. So it's lovely to have you all here. Thank you very much. Just some boring stuff. The city will be closed December 26th and the December 25th in observance of Christmas. We will also be closed on January 1st in observance of New Year's Day. We've gotten a lot of questions recently about the city calendars that we've distributed for the last couple of years. Those calendars will be distributed the last 3 working days of the year, the 27th, 28th, and 29th. So don't go out and buy a calendar. You're going to get one if you live within the city limits. So we'll get those calendars out to you as quickly as we can. And now we're going to do the fun stuff. So first of all, I am going to turn it over to, where is he? There's so many people in here that I can't find anybody.
Call her name. There, raise your hand.
Jeff Long. Oh, I was really thinking you were going to come from back there. Jeff, this year the Public Works Department, the AWPA, was recognized for the small, let me get this right, the Small Cities and Rural Communities Project of the Year for our Mac Smith Emergency Replacement, and we have a representative from the AWPA here to come and talk about it tonight. So Jeff, take it away.
Yes, it's an honor to have Felix Floyd. He's the Georgia APWA president, come up to visit and present a presentation.
All right, thank you very much for having me. My name is Felix Floyd, as he said. I'm the Georgia chapter president of the American Public Works Association. I'm here to make a presentation. Each year, the Georgia chapter receives hundreds of applications for projects of the year. But this year, the city of Fort Oglethorpe was the winner of the Small Cities, Rural Communities Emergency Repair Project for your Mac Smith Emergency Culvert Replacement. This is a really huge honor. After you win, you go on to compete for the national program. Didn't win it this year, but it was an honor to support the city of Fort Oglethorpe in this endeavor, and we'll look forward to many more projects after this. So on behalf of the Georgia chapter and myself, being the Small Cities, Rural Communities chairman, I'd like to present this award to the city of Fort Oglethorpe. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We need to push that national thing again.
Sure.
Rerun.
Well, we're looking for many more projects from you. So thank you very much for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming, sir.
And I didn't say this at the outset, but everybody here, even when we're done with what you're here for, please stick around because we have a reception following the meeting. I'll say that again to remind you, but we want everybody to stick around and enjoy the reception. And now I am going to hand it over to, I got him this time, Tony Ellis from our Recreation and Leisure Services. As you can tell, we've got some lovely ladies here tonight, and we're going to have Tony talk about our LFO softball team.
All right, thank you, Miss Hune. I don't know how you name her. The coach who coached these girls this year couldn't be here tonight because she's expecting a baby and she has 2 sick babies. So they just recently named a new head coach who a lot of you know, Miss Morgan Crawford. So she only found out about 5 o'clock today that she was going to handle this. So welcome to head coaching, Morgan. But no, I think LFO softball obviously has a big place in my heart. I was involved with it for a lot of years, but I watched Morgan grow up and saw her do a lot of things in softball, and you know, I don't think they could have picked a better person for the head job. And Morgan, we're excited for what you're going to do with LFO softball, and just want to introduce her and let her come and say a few words about the team and some of the accolades that some of the girls received this year. And we're glad you're here. So Morgan, come on up and do your thing.
Thank you, Coach. First off, I want to say thank you to the council for having us here tonight. We really appreciate it. I know these girls do. They worked so hard this year, and I cannot wait to see what they do next year. I think big things are coming, and I'm so excited to be a part of this. If I have to sum up this team, it's grit. This season was a long season, but they had grit. Our last game went 11 innings, and it was a one-run ball game. We lost by 1 run. I mean, you talk about fight, talk about guts. These girls got it, and I'm so excited to see what's to come. A few things I want to mention is the first team all-region. We had senior Brittany Newbill and pitcher Lakely Parrish. Second team was senior Chloe Osborne and senior Carly Wilson. Our honorable mentions were Miley Howard, Hope Alexander, and our all academics were Chloe Osborne, Brittany Newbill, Carly Wilson, Lakely Parrish, Skylar Phillips, Mia Valdez, and Hope Alexander. Like I said, I could not be more excited to be a part of this program. I am thrilled to be working with these girls, and I am so proud of them and the hard work they put in this past season, and I cannot wait to see what they have coming up this next season.
Hey, Morgan, tell us who the seniors are.
Our seniors are Brittany Newbill, y'all stand up, Chloe Osborne, Carly Wilson, Lexi, that's it, and then Tatiana Long, who is not here. So those were our seniors last year. And thank you guys for your 4 years for Lakeview softball. We're definitely going to miss you next year. We love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome.
All right.
Let me jump in there a minute.
Yeah, go
Ms.
right
Young.
ahead.
Instead of waiting till my comments. It's kind of odd that this timing come out this way, but you girls can see what dedication and hard work can be. You know, Coach Ellis coached her when she was y'all's age. Now she's the head coach at Lakeview High School. So don't let anybody tell you that because you live in Fort O and go to the LFO coach that you can't be whatever you want to be in life.
That's right.
Because that proves you can. We all watched her grow up here, just like y'all. So it's obvious y'all got dedication and you've done pretty well through high school. But don't stop. Keep going, because if you apply yourself, you can be whatever you want to be. Now go ahead.
Well said. Tony, if you could come back up for just 1 second. Everybody, if you could, just please wish Coach Ellis a happy birthday. This is
He's getting old. He lost all his hair.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank y'all.
Happy birthday.
All right, now we are going to do something we haven't done in a few months. We've got about two quarters worth of new employees to recognize. So we've had some additions to our staff and some people filling old positions, and we're happy to have them with us. So to start, we're going to begin with the police department. 2 of our new patrol officers, Sean Crawford and Dustin Romans, and Kayla Calloway, our new PD administrative coordinator. Chief?
Step up front. Folks, on behalf of the police department, it's a pleasure to introduce to you some of the new members of our police department. We have some great men and women of the police department, and this is just another great addition. First, Sean Crawford, to my left here. He graduated from Ridgeland High School as one of our local boys. He previously worked for Tasty Cakes delivering bread, but he joined us in June 23, and currently he's in our field training program. He's looking to get out. In about a month, he'll be out on his own, so looking forward to seeing him. Next is Officer Dustin Romans. Dustin Romans graduated from Ider, Alabama. I'm going to hold that against him. In 2003. It's been a minute. But he's previously served with the Catoosa County Sheriff's Office. He served there as a lieutenant in patrol as well as a detective sergeant. He joined us in August of 23, and he's an excellent addition. He's currently assigned to our night shift patrol. So last one is Kayla Calloway. Kayla is our newest employee. She graduated, another LFO graduate, in 2009. Previously worked for Professional Eye Associates. She also has her associate's degree in criminal justice from Post University. So another great addition to the police department. And Kayla is one of our new administrative coordinators. She's a smiling face that you'll see when you come into the department. and she's doing a great job providing excellent service to our citizens. So welcome, or help me welcome our new employees.
We have two Sean Crawfords in this city.
Get really confusing.
There's another one.
They're everywhere, they're everywhere.
Esteemed.
All right, we've got some other departments with some new employees. One of our departments this year, economic development and events, and we're not gonna. He's been snapping pictures here. Bobby Daniels, if you could please stand up. He's our new tourism coordinator. And then we have McLean Stenlin and Tom Bodkin who man our welcome center. So we're happy to have y'all with us. And just keep smiling for Bobby tonight, y'all. All right? We need good pictures. Thank you very much. Then from our Public Utilities Department, I think I saw him now, I'm not sure where he is, Nolan Christian and Brandon Lynch are two of our new water and wastewater operators. Y'all just stand up, please. We're happy to have these two fellows with us. And Brandon, actually, he's a legacy. His dad is Donnie Lynch in the Public Works Department. Donnie's back there, too. So stand up, Donnie. Be proud of your boy. Come on now. Look at everybody. And then also in our Public Utilities Department, on the accounts receivables and utility billing side, we have Ashley Stevenson with us. So please stand up, Ashley. Welcome aboard. And then in our Public Works Department, we have Troy Todd. He's one of our new operators. Troy, come on, you can do it. It's fun. Just wave, smile, there you go. And last but certainly not least, we are very happy to have Miss Alicia Doolittle with us. She is filling some big shoes of Elaine Jackson. We love having Alicia with us. She is definitely a wonderful addition, and we're very glad you're here, Alicia. And y'all might recognize that middle name. All right, so now we're going to move on to our service awards. Unfortunately, one of our longer serving employees couldn't be with us tonight, Corey Standifer, but he has been with the city for 5 years, and we're happy that Corey's here. He does a lot of good work that doesn't always get seen, and so Tony, please tell Corey that we're sorry we missed him, but we're glad he's here. And then we have Lisa Touche from our Public Works and Public Utilities Department. She has been here for 15 years, so I'm going to turn this over to Jeff Long. Be afraid. Come on up, Courtney.
Come on, Courtney. And Lisa, she's worked for myself in the Public Works and also the Utility Department, so she has about 20 to 25 men to have to deal with at our shop, so she has earned her 15 years. She started out over here in the front working in the office, but this is for your husband. But we would like to honor you with 15 years of service to the city of Fort Oglethorpe. Thank you. Yeah, but I don't leave.
Oh, wait, Lisa.
We'll talk a little more about Lisa. As I said, she has to deal with about 25 of us. And first, you want to say anything?
We found out.
Okay.
We found out about what we did.
But Lisa, she's a mother of about 25 guys, and she's dedicated to us. She keeps everything going. If your trash can tears up, she's on the phone or emailing Republic Waste to get a new garbage can out, and water cut-offs and all, working with the front. She fills in the front office sometimes over here if they are short and need some help. So she always decorates for holidays. That every holiday of this fall, she had it decorated in the break room, something that we wouldn't be doing. And working on Christmas right now, so that's one thing that she has and does for us. But she knows everybody's birthday. Every birthday, you're going to get a Dunkin' Donut from Lisa. She don't forget us, so it means a lot to the guys that were not ignored, and but we're gonna put a bail on her sometimes, because sometimes she shows up when, you know how guys get to talking, and she pops through the door, so, she'll point a finger at you, she'll call you out if she needs to call you out. And, this year, we've got a little extra award for you. Lisa has been nominated and is the 2023 Employee of the Year. This award is to you in recognition for your outstanding performance, superior dedication, and positive attitude on the job throughout the past year. With heartfelt appreciation from the city manager, department director, and staff. You are the 2023 Employee of the Year. Speak. Lisa, we're not done. We have you a little check for your employer. And then keep your speech for 5 minutes. Thank y'all.
All right. For the next part of this, of my report, I'm going to turn it over to Council Lady Paula Stennett.
Let's hope I can get through this. You guys ready? Oh, wait on Charles. Here we go. There we go. Well, we are Santa's elves, but we're not on the shelf. Santa's always watching, so behave yourself. Help me get through this. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas all throughout the hall. Take a look at the 8. We're all glistening once again with candy canes and happy faces aglow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys with every elf. Display your toys, guys. Okay, there you go. But the prettiest sight to see is the man of the evening. Ah, there you are, Mike. Sitting so kindly in our merry audience. We are all gathered here to celebrate what Santa sees. Let's take a look at the big man's book.
Here comes Santa! Thank you, Elf Stennett. Ho, ho, ho! It's little Michael Housley, and I see you brought some friends and family along. The Port Oglethorpe City Council has asked you here so they could take a few minutes to honor you. I'm here because, well, I know you as well as anyone. I've been keeping up with you from the very time you were a young child all the way to the man you've become today. I was watching when you joined the U.S. Army and proudly served your great nation. I was watching and was so thrilled when you met and married beautiful Mona Stevens and started building a great life together. I watched you as you became a proud dad to Melissa, Tish, Jerry, Corey, and Emily. You have been so very involved in their lives. And then you became Pawpaw to Logan, Dylan, Max, Austin, Garrett, and Cole. Such a fine and beautiful family that you and Mona have created from your love for one another. You've worked as hard as anyone I've ever seen for the city of Fort Oglethorpe, pouring your dedication out to the citizens of that fine community. And just last year, you were awarded Employee of the Year. Many people rotate on and off my naughty and nice list, but you have never disappointed me and have remained consistently on my nice list for every year of your life. Michael, a couple of weeks ago, I received a letter from you asking for just one little gift. I was so happy that I was able to fulfill that signed request.
Sorry, guys.
On behalf of myself, all the residents of the North Pole, this city council, all of your co-workers, family, and friends, I just want to wish you a very Merry Christmas. You are greatly loved by all who know you. Elf Stennett, did I leave anything out?
Right here with you, Santa. And now, my good friends, do not worry or feel. A good colonel has arrived to sweeten the deal.
When Paula asked me to come here, by the way, my name is Glenn Pope. I've been here about 4 years and love this city. But when Paula asked me to come here to decide if Mike has been naughty or has Mike been nice, and it's going to be up to y'all to figure out what. Mike is a member of the Band of Brothers, a veteran who supports and defends the Constitution of this great country against all enemies, foreign and domestic. This band of brothers that no one can break apart. Mike was a scout. If you don't know what scouts do, they go out in front. They go forward to make sure that if the enemy's out there, they find it. Now, that was back in the days when Mike and I were young. Now they have drones and everything else. We didn't have that. But Mike had one problem that I just have never understood. He was an airborne. He jumped out of a perfectly good airplane. And he did it in Alaska. Now that, to me, I don't know if that's naughty or nice, but it's brave. And that's what scouts are. That's what veterans are. That's what this Band of Brothers are. They're brave. So we're going to decide tonight, has Mike been naughty? Like some people in this room I know have been. Or has he been nice, like some people in this room?
Sir.
She knows me too well, so. But anyway, I think we have a person here that's going to help us out.
For sure, sir. So, to my dear friends, the evidence is nigh. Now let's let the barrister try.
By the mayor and council of the city of Fort Oglethorpe, be it so proclaimed that the newly constructed court complex at Gilbert Stevenson Park be named in honor of and dedicated to Michael L. Housley, who has dutifully and faithfully served the city of Fort Oglethorpe for nearly 40 years. Mayor?
Call for a motion.
Motion.
Second.
Third.
Motion, a second, a third. Can I get a fourth?
It's unanimous.
Can I get a fifth? Well, we do have 5. Is there any discussion? I'll start the discussion off. I was going to say something nice about Mr. Housley, but now that I found out that he colluded with Santa Claus to get my Bulldogs beat, I don't know whether I'm going to say anything nice about him or not. But I could talk for an hour about Mike. But I guess the best way to sum it up is to say this. If we had 50 employees like Mike Housley, all the rest of us could probably go home. He's one of the hardest working men I believe I've ever seen. And I used to get on to him. I'd come by and don't none of the rest of y'all get mad at me, but there'd be 2 or 3 of them leaning on the shovel. And who was in the hole? Mike Housley. And I asked him 3 or 4 times about it. He'd always say the same thing. We just need to get in there and get it done. I can do it faster. I can do it better. He didn't think nothing about it. If it needed to be done, Mike Housley got it done. We're going to miss you, buddy. Miss Child.
I'm sort of like you, Mayor. I could probably talk for 2 days, but I'm going to make it simple. If you look in the dictionary, you're going to find Mike's picture. He loves God, loves his family, loves his city.
Pictures popped up there of the days at the wreck, and I know there's a couple guys back there that could talk about a couple weeks in the summer that they'd practice around Barnhart Circle that might get him on the naughty list. I think he got him on the naughty list with his wife. They'd practice, 6-year-old kids, and I think y'all would make, yeah. That's an But no, Mike, well, and I think he took part of Fort Oglethorpe getting kicked out of Dizzy Dean there at one time. But
Uh-oh.
Sean helped him.
But no, Mike, the years and we've had together on the ball field before all this city stuff, putting in irrigation systems and even just driving by and seeing him sitting in the bleachers eating his lunch, taking his lunch break up there. I mean, he's loved this city and the kids and the people in this community. And you can see it tonight, just all of his co-workers here coming to celebrate his career here with the city. And we're very proud of you, and you're like family, man, and I love you, buddy, and enjoy your retirement. You deserve it.
Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, we couldn't be more thankful for you, Mike. I'm biased. I think we've got the best employees in the world here at the city, and you're the personification of that, truly. You've been a real blessing to me and a real blessing to this city. And you've left an incredible legacy here. And I'm super proud that your name's going to be all over that new complex out there, because I know that was one of your dreams. And we're excited that came to fruition. Thank you so much for everything you've done, and for all you other employees that are here, man, you can certainly look up to him. What an incredible example.
Amen.
Ms. James.
Well, Mike, you're the only one that can call me ma'am and not make me feel old. So I appreciate it. Because you always do that. And I've heard that you can give me some pickleball pointers, so I wore this shirt for you tonight. But seriously, you are a gentle giant who has shown me humility throughout, ever since I've known you for years, quite a few years now, and I appreciate you very much. And I know that you will enjoy your retirement. And just hang around the courts, because I'm going to need some instruction. I'm not very good at it, so you can help.
Ms. Stinney.
I was on my way to church one Easter morning, minding my own business, and then off to the right I see a city vehicle. What's this? It's like 8 o'clock on Sunday morning, Easter Sunday morning. So I pull over, and lo and behold, do you know who's dedicated and working and making sure that water sample is taken? Michael Housley. So I even took a picture and showed it to everyone to commemorate the dedication that he has. Then he showed me some of his drawings. Now, all right, you guys tell me if, you know Rosie the Riveter? What do you think? He put me as Rosie the Riveter, and my students love it. They still look at that and go, Miss, is that you? That's skill to make me into Rosie the Riveter. And then he went further. For the Veteran and Citizen Council, I've seen him out there working at Honor Park, and I've seen him at Honor Park with his drawings, making money for the Children's Advocacy Center. Michael Housley gives selflessly of himself. And you can see it through his actions and that of his beautiful wife, Mona, and his children. He definitely resonates throughout his whole family. I love you, brother. Thank you for everything.
Well, Mr. Claus, it looks like it's unanimous. This proclamation has been voted on unanimous, so come on in.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Mr. Michael Housley, would you please come front and center, please?
Yes, sir, I'll do my very best. More by Ms. Morgan. The right coach still
On behalf of the Veterans Citizen Council, I'd like to thank you for all your work that you have helped us with, because without your help and the rest of the help out here, the park would not be as far as it is. And thank you for that. Yes, sir. And on behalf of everyone here in the city, I'd like to present this to you for your dedication. And you can put it at your house. And yes, sir. God bless you too, sir.
better talk at least 5 minutes.
Speech.
You
Yes.
want me to talk?
Yes, sir.
All right, first thing to all my Georgia fans that I see out there, roll tide. But hold on, go dogs too. I work with a lot of great young men that's been with the city. They are the backbone of the city. They get out there every day in public works and public utilities and do all they can do for this community. They are great people. Lisa is a great person, Jeff, Courtney, and all them guys sitting back there get out there every day in the cold, wet, hot, and give this city everything they got. So I want them to know that I love every one of them so much. And Morgan, I got to coach you in baseball. I love that too. And to see you now coaching the girls softball team, that is fantastic. So God bless y'all and thank y'all so much. And congratulations to Lisa too. And also I want to say, if you're a black belt with United, please stand up. Black belt, black belt, black belt, black belt with United across the studio. We're a family. So, Amy's a black belt too. All right, guys. Well, I'm done.
Photograph, sir.
We'll get him after.
I'm gonna bring him up front, get a picture.
We'll get him.
Yeah, we gotta
Okay.
get the girls.
Yes, sir. I wish I could salute you there.
That's good enough.
But ALS
This
keeps
one
me
doesn't work
from
either.
doing that.
Thank you.
Certainly, sir.
Now that
Okay.
Mike is retired, we want him to be a permanent member of the VCC instead of just as a employee. So Mike, please, join us in VCC. And 2 last words, okay? I know there's a lot of Alabama fans here and Georgia fans. All I'm gonna say is War Eagle.
Oh, out. My pleasure, sir.
Ms. Hune, have you concluded your report?
Not quite. Just a couple more things.
Imagine
I
that.
know, right? Just a few things. Just thank you all for joining us tonight. Reminder, reception in the next room, so please join us for that. Thank you to the AWPA for coming out, and thank you to the Public Works Department for having such a wonderful project and doing so well with that. And to the LFO softball team for coming out this evening. We're very happy you're here. We love seeing people. I love seeing all these people at meetings, whether they work here or they're just members of the community, so it's wonderful. And Morgan, I'm glad to see you again too, because I only see you like once a year, so this is cool. To all you new employees recognized tonight, thank you for joining us. We're glad you're here, and to all you old ones, we like that you're sticking around with us, so that's good too. Lisa, there you are. It's hard to see everybody in here tonight. Thank you. Congratulations. It was really moving to read how you make those guys feel special over there, and we're just so glad you're here, and it's well deserved, so congratulations. And finally, Mike. Mike, I had been here, I think, 3 weeks. You stuck your head into my office one Monday morning, and you said, just like Rhonda said, ma'am, and you're the only one that doesn't offend me when you do it, but you said, ma'am, how was your weekend? And I said, well, what everybody says. It was fine. How was yours? And you said, ma'am, it was beautiful. And I thought, wow, okay. Did you do something special? And you said, no, it was just beautiful. And I would learn that you would describe holiday weekends and late night call outs and main breaks and random Thursdays as beautiful, because that's who you are. You are selfless and kind, and you are grateful for every moment you get to spend doing anything. You and Mona open your hearts and your home to children in need. You have given to your coworkers in the community, just because that's who you are. So thank you for everything, because it has been beautiful. That's it for me.
Thank you, Ms. Hume. Our next item is mayor and council comments. And I will tell one more on Mr. Housley, because I believe it's probably the scaredest, I guess, I've ever seen him, or definitely the most nervous I've ever seen him. We had an incident a few years past of where we got a bad water sample one day. And I remember that. Next thing I know, we've got EPD and EPA and anybody else that had initials that you don't know what they mean calling on us. And had to call a special press conference. And the bad thing about the press conference was we had to send the sample back off, and we didn't know what the results were going to be. So we had a room full of press. I told the press that it'd be nice if it'd come cover us on a regular basis like that, because it was packed in here with press. And I think about 5 minutes before the press conference, about 5 minutes before, Michael, we got that result back, that we could come out and announce that water was safe to drink and you wasn't going to have to boil it. And it was a pretty tense moment around this place for a while. I believe that's about the only thing I ever seen Mike get a little bit excited or a little edgy about. We didn't know. We didn't know if we was going to come out here and look bad, even though it wasn't no fault of our own. But thank goodness it turned out good. And that's about the only time I think I've ever seen him get overly excited about anything.
You never coached ball with him.
Well, even with the main breaks, I mean, he just, hey, we've had them before. We'll get it just as quick as we can, or you call him and ask him, and we're working on it, and we'll get it just as fast as we can. And it's usually pretty dang fast when he does it. So that's enough about you, Michael. I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. And like I said, when we lit the tree over there in Fort O, we still say Merry Christmas. So we tell everybody, 'cause we won't be back. We won't go to see none of y'all again until next year. So we want to tell everybody to have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. And we certainly want to thank everyone for coming tonight. And I wish we didn't have to have these special events and free food and all that to pack this thing out. And then sometimes I'm glad that maybe there's not too many people here. But everyone have a safe and happy holiday. Look forward to seeing you next year. Congratulations to all the employees that won all the awards. I wouldn't call them, but I'll miss somebody. Except Lisa, I can call Lisa. I won't miss Lisa. She's been around long enough. And the new employees, welcome aboard. We're certainly glad that you're here, and we hope that you stay. And 5 years from now, you'll get one of these 5 years from now. And if you stay here 40 or 50 years, like Mike did, you get a big party. So, Merry Christmas, everybody. Ms. Child.
Real short. Congratulations again to Mike, but I want to thank. Congratulations to Lakeview softball. Congratulations to you, Morgan. I'm sure your dad's proud. Congratulations for the tenure. I want to thank all the employees of the city because we have some good ones. And then I've been around. I've been retired for 10 years, but I had a lot of people work for me. And I tell you what, we're pretty dedicated here, and I'm thankful because I am a citizen. So anyway, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Thank you, Mr. John. Mr. Crawford.
Yeah, congratulations, Lisa. Great job. I mean, everybody speaks highly of the way you do things and run that ship over there. And,
except for Daddy.
And it takes I'm sure to dealing with all those guys every day. You go home and you probably unwind. I feel sorry for your husband because those guys over there in that department can probably put you on pins and needles. But and all the new hires, especially Mr. Crawford carrying that name in this city, it's going to be. You're going to get asked everything. You might even get asked why your daughter's not winning enough games at softball. Hopefully not. That question's not asked. No, I'm just kidding. Just tell them you're the clean-shaven Sean Crawford. So, but to you ladies. Some of you I've coached through the years, and at Mackay, and I've coached with your dad, and different ones throughout the rec, and y'all have got a bright future. Hopefully the coach don't hold you guys back, and you seniors, y'all go do great things. And Morgan, I am very proud of you, but I never want to hear you tell another story that you lost one-run game in 11 innings. That's on coaching right there. All right, so no, but
Feel any pressure, more?
yeah. But congratulations, and I love you, and you're going to do great things. And Mike.
He's back there eating.
He's eating. Okay. I just want to know, Mona, you can answer this. Did he watch the game Saturday?
He don't.
Mayor, that's why. I wanted to know that because you said you've never seen him get excited. That's he got put on, how many years ago he got put on Alabama probation from watching games? So, but anyway, and I'll end it, usually we end it with our famous saying at this time of year, but I'll end it for Mike, Roll Tide. So.
He had hurt, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Mr. Roger.
Yeah, once again, congratulations to Mike on the retirement. Morgan, we're real proud of you. She's one of our own, and it's exciting to see her get to that level, and I know she'll do an incredible job for you ladies. We're proud of you guys and what you've accomplished, you gals, and what you've accomplished. And to the employees, we love you. We do, every single one of you, and we're thankful for you, and we're proud of you. So thank you for being here, and thank you for being part of the city.
Ms. James.
Well, congratulations to everyone, and everybody knows I'm a softball person, so it excites me to see these young ladies out here. They're very special to me, and I was at that game, and it was tense. It was tense. But anyway, we enjoyed it, and I'm thankful to be in this city. I'm thankful for the employees, and I am blessed to serve on this council with these people that I serve with. And we appreciate Paula throwing this together for Mike and everything they do. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Ms. Stinney.
Yes, sir. Well, I think my esteemed colleagues have said just about everything that I want to say, except for Merry Christmas to everyone, and thank you for being here and tolerating the elf. And then to Michael, who always tells me, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Is everyone in this room blessed?
Absolutely.
Amen. We are blessed. So in honor of Michael Housley and all of us who are so blessed, may God grant you the light of Christmas, which is faith, the warmth of Christmas, which is purity, the righteousness of Christmas, which is justice, the belief in Christmas, which is truth, the all of Christmas, which is Christ. God bless you all. Merry Christmas.
Thank you, council. Next item on the agenda is adjournment. I'll
Make a motion.
Second.
Adjourn. Motion by Mr. Crawford and a second by Mr. Rogers. All in favor, say aye.
Morgan,
This meeting is adjourned.
I'll be your third base coach.